The $20 bill story. Your worth never changes. Have you ever felt like life has crushed you, stomped on you, and thrown you aside like you're worthless? Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and thought, I'm not enough? If you've ever felt broken, rejected, or lost your sense of value, then this story is for you, because sometimes, all it takes is a small moment, a simple lesson, to remind us of a powerful truth. One afternoon, in a crowded seminar room filled with eager participants, a well-dressed motivational speaker stepped onto the stage. He looked around at the audience, smiled softly, and without saying a word, reached into his pocket and pulled out a crisp, new $20 bill. He held it up high and asked, "Who wants this?" Dozens of hands shot up instantly. Everyone in the room wanted the free $20. The speaker smiled again and said, "Before I give it to one of you, let me do this." He crumpled the bill into a tight ball with both hands. Then, he raised it again and asked, "Who still wants it?" Every hand went up again. Some even laughed. He nodded and said, "Okay, what if I do this?" He dropped the crumpled bill on the floor, stomped on it, ground it with his shoe, and picked it back up, dirty, wrinkled, and messy. He held it out and asked once more, "Now, who still wants it?" The room was filled with raised hands. No one hesitated. Then he said something that made the room fall silent. "My friends," the speaker said, holding up the filthy $20 bill, "no matter what I did to this money, crumpled it, stepped on it, even dirted it, it never lost its value, it's still worth $20. A hush swept across the audience. They leaned in, absorbing every word. "You see," he continued, "many times in life, we are dropped, crumpled, and ground into the dirt, by bad decisions, unfair situations, or the opinions of others. We feel worthless, but no matter what happens, or what has happened, you never lose your value." Those words hit hard. Right in the chest. Because deep down, we all need to be reminded. You are still valuable. The speaker walked slowly across the stage, looked straight into the eyes of the audience, and said, "It doesn't matter if you've made mistakes. It doesn't matter if others have walked away from you. It doesn't matter how many times you've failed." He raised the worn-out bill again and whispered, "You are still worth something. You are still the same person inside. And your worth has never changed." He paused, letting the weight of the message settle into the room like a blanket of truth. So what really determines a person's worth? Is it their success? Their wealth? Their reputation? Or maybe, it's something deeper. The truth is, our value doesn't come from what we've done. It comes from who we are. A newborn baby has no job title, no income, no achievements. Yet we treasure it endlessly. Why? Because it has inherent worth. So do you. Life may try to convince you otherwise. You might be told you're not good enough, smart enough, or talented enough. But those are lies. No external circumstance can take away your internal value. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are not defined by your failures. You are not broken beyond repair. You are still valuable. You are still worthy. You are still enough. After the seminar, a young woman approached the speaker with tears in her eyes. She said softly, "I've made so many mistakes in my life. I've hurt people, I've failed more times than I can count. Sometimes I feel like I've lost all value." The speaker looked at her with kind eyes and said, "Let me ask you something. If I handed you this worn-out $20 bill again, even though it's been stepped on and crumpled, would you still take it?" She nodded through her tears. "Of course," she said. "Why?" he asked. "Because it's still worth $20, she replied. He smiled and whispered, "Then why can't you see that you're still worth something too?" The woman broke down, overwhelmed with a simple truth she had forgotten. Her worth had never left her, only her belief in it had. So many of us are walking around carrying invisible wounds. Regrets, shame, guilt, and we think these things have reduced our value. But they haven't. Your value doesn't vanish because of pain. It doesn't fade with age. And it's not determined by someone else's ability to see it. You are worthy, even when you feel unworthy. You are valuable, even when the world says otherwise. And you are enough, just as you are. Life isn't always gentle. It will test you. Disappointments will come. People will judge you unfairly. You'll lose friends, miss opportunities, and make choices you wish you could undo. But none of it takes away from your core worth. Just like the $20 bill. It doesn't matter if you're wrinkled by pain, stained by hardship, or torn by trauma, you still have value. You still matter. You are still loved. If we could all see ourselves, and others, the way the speaker saw that bill, with undeniable value, maybe we'd treat ourselves with more compassion. Maybe we'd stop chasing perfection. And maybe, just maybe, we'd begin to believe in ourselves again. There will be days when you forget this story. Days when the noise of the world drowns out the truth inside you. You'll feel broken again. You'll doubt your place. You'll wonder if you even matter. But in those moments, remember the $20 bill. Remember that no matter how crushed or stepped on you feel, you are not trash. You are not used up. You are not without worth. You are a human being with dreams, scars, and a heart that still beats. And that alone makes you priceless. So here's what I want you to hold on to. Your value does not decrease because of someone's inability to see it. Let go of the shame. Let go of the lies. Let go of the voices that told you you'll never be enough. And instead, stand tall, even if you've been crumpled. Rise up, even if you've been stepped on. Shine bright, even if the world tried to dim you. Because just like that $20 bill, your worth never changes. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to remember their worth. We all go through tough seasons, but the truth remains, you matter. You are not alone, and your story is not over. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind, and never forget your value.